Hello and welcome to the next video in the series. I do apologise, we've gone away from saving you money and I've gone a bit topical with the football, but I have brought the tuft back, so you know, win some, lose some. So what we're going to look at today is looking at how you might work out how many games are going to be played overall. So with the Premier League fixtures being released, we've got the Euros currently going on, you can work out how many games are going to be played in a league format. So, for example, we've got, let's say there's 4 teams in a league, and what we've got is where you can play at home and away. So we've got teams A, B, C and D. Now, they can play at home and away, but they cannot play themselves. So if we were to write that out, so we've got the home games down the side here and the away games over there, we actually can work out that we can see it creates a 4x4 square. Yeah, 4 across, 4 down, which means there are 16 games within our league. So we can actually work that out. So 4 times 4 is 16. But they cannot play themselves, right? Hence the crosses down the middle. So they cannot play themselves. So we always have to take away that number at the end. So 16, take away 4, is 12. So if there was a league with 4 teams in and they all had to play each other home and away, the way you would work it out is do 4 times 4, but then subtract that number because they can't play themselves. You can actually do another way, which is actually just do 4 times 3. You take the number and multiply by 1 less than that. That's the same as what we've done there. So if we take the 2 that are going on at the moment, there's a slight difference. So in the Euros, there are 4 teams. But in the group stage, they're not going to play 12 games because they only play each other once. They play each other at a neutral ground, so it doesn't matter. So actually we can do the same process, but we're going to have to half it at the end because they're not playing home and away. They just play at a neutral ground. So in the Euro, we've got 4 teams. We multiply that by 1 less than that number because they can't play themselves. But they're not playing home and away. And if they were, it would be that. But it's not, so we need to divide that by 2. And we get 6. So what you'll find is in each group stage of the Euros, there will be 6 games in total. Alright, each team needs to play 3 games as it happens against the opposition. Now, the Premier League fixtures, they were released recently. And there's 20 teams in the Premier League. So rather than having to draw out a grid like this with all of the teams on and then cross out down the middle where they can't play each other, we can imagine it's going to create a 20 by 20 square, but the 20 teams, they can't play themselves. So again, we do 20 times 19, because remember we've taken away the 20 games where, you know, Manchester United can't play Manchester United. So there is 19, which is 380. So actually there'll be 380 games played in the Premier League this season. I don't need to half it because each team does need to play home and away. And maybe that helps you realise a little bit that actually that's why there's quite a bit of money in football as well, because there's 380 games, 90 minutes, plus either side punditry that the television are paying rights for. They want to show that on their channels. There's a lot of games to be played, and that's just the league. So that's a nice, easy way to work out how many games are going to be played or how you would have to organise a league depending on how many teams there are and whether or not you're going to play 2 games or 1 game. So I hope that helps. Apologies, it's not about money, but there you go anyway. See you on the next one.